Now we have a second derivation of 3-hinged parabolic arch. Earlier, first derivation, we had a 3-hinged parabolic arch subjected to UDL throughout the span. Here we have 3-hinged parabolic arch subjected to UDL only in the left half portion of the arch. Let us have a parabolic arch, 3 hinges, 2 at either supports and 1 at the crown. We know how to calculate the support reactions. Let us start with moment at A. We know that moment at A is 0. What are all the forces causing moment? To the right of this joint are the load W. The length is only L by 2 here into L by 2, and the center of this load will be L by 4 from A. What are all the other forces? HB, since it is passing through A, the moment arm will be 0. We are left out with only VB. Since VB is trying to turn this anti-clockwise, it will be positive. The load, it is trying to turn this clockwise, it will be negative. So VB into perpendicular distance is L. We have VB into L. If you simplify this one, you will have VB is equal to WL square upon 8 divided by L. WL square upon 8 divided by this L will get WL by 8. VB is WL by 8 here. Now we will apply another equilibrium equation, summation V is equal to 0, to find out VA. So what are all the four support reactions? Upward, positive, VA and VB. What is the load? W. Here it is into L by 2. The length is only L by 2 is equal to 0. We know VB. Substitute VB is equal to WL by 8. So VA is equal to, move these two terms to the right, negative becomes positive, WL by 2 minus WL by 8. Since this is the denominator is 8, we will multiply this with 4. 4 2 is 8. 4 minus 1, we have VA is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3 upon 8 WL. Got VB and VA vertical support reactions. VA is 3 by 8 WL, VB is WL by 8. Now to find out the horizontal support reactions, the usual method will take the moment at the crown. Since this is hinge, the moment will be 0. You can consider either the left side of the section or the right side of the section. I will consider the right side of the section. Moment at C. What are all the forces? VB, upward or anti-clockwise, positive. VB, the horizontal or perpendicular distance is L by 2. B into L by 2. HB, clockwise, negative, minus HB into, what is this distance? H. Substitute VB. I will move this to the LHS, becomes positive. HB into H is equal to, what is VB is WL by 8. WL by 8 into L by 2. This is nothing but WL square upon 16. Now bring this H from LHS to the RHS, you will get the HB is equal to WL square upon 16H. Also, you can apply this equilibrium equation, summation H is equal to 0, then you will find HA is equal to HB. Right? There are no other horizontal forces. So HA is equal to HB, and the value is, horizontal support reaction is WL square by 16H. Now to find the bending moment along this arch, I will take a section XX. There are two extremities. One is positive maximum and the other one is negative maximum bending moment. You will get positive maximum bending moment in the section AC and the negative bending moment maximum in the section BC. Let us see this. First I will draw a section XX at a distance X from A, and let the height be Y of X. Height is Y of X. So what is the moment? What are all the forces causing the moment? To the left of this section, as usual, moment at X is equal to VA into X VA vertical force or support reaction into perpendicular distance is x. Since this is trying to turn this clockwise to the left of the section, it is positive. Next HB, it is trying to turn this anti-clockwise. Since it is trying to turn anti-clockwise, the sign will be negative. HA into what is the height? Y of x as usual, Y of x. And what is the load? W, that is anti-clockwise negative minus W into x by 2 is equal to Wx square by 2. Now substitute the value of VA and HA. Earlier we had VA for the entire span as WL by 2. Here we have 3 by 8 WL. Okay. Substitute this. VA is 3 by 8 W capital L into x minus HA is WL square by 16H. As usual we have Yx formula for parabola 4HX into L minus x upon L square minus Wx square by 2 as it is, Wx square by 2 as it is. Simplify this one, you will get WLx upon 8 minus Wx square by 2 m of x. Now if you differentiate this equation dm upon dx, if you differentiate this equation 1, you will find dm by dx as WL by 8, WL by 8. This one x square you have this term, so you will get 2x. 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator cancels each other, you will be left out with Wx. Okay. Now if you equate this equation to 0, then what happens? You will find a x value of x where the bending moment will be maximum. That is dm by dx is equal to 0, then the bending moment will be maximum at that section. So if you find solve this equation, Wx comes to the RHS, so it will be WL upon 8. So x is equal to WW cancels each other, x will be L upon 8. This is the length at which your bending moment will be maximum. Let us find out. Substitute this x is equal to L by 8 in equation 1. Substitute x is equal to L by 8 in equation 1. Let us see what happens. M of x is equal to WL upon 8 into what is the value of x? It is L by 8 minus Wx square upon 2, that is W by 2 into x square. What is x? X is L by 8. So whole square you will get L square upon 8 square. Simplify this one. WL square upon 8 is just 64 minus W into L square upon 2 into 8 square is 64 again. So here we have denominator 64 into 2. So we have to multiply this 2 by 2. So what you will get? 2WL square minus WL square upon 2 into 64. So the answer is WL square upon 64. M of x, that is maximum, we have maximum positive bending moment WL square upon 64. Maximum positive bending moment, that is you will get it in section AC. In section AC. Now let us find out what is the maximum negative bending moment. We will apply the same concept to the section XX in AC. Let us draw a section XX in section AC as well. Okay, at a distance of x, and vertical height will be y of x. The same thing. Okay. You have mx is equal to, what are all the forces causing moment here? What are all the forces? Only VB to the right of this section, only VB and HB. We do not have UDL. Okay, we have only VB and HB support reactions. VB into x minus HB into y of x. VB into x minus HB into y of x. VB is upward positive. Now let us write the equation. Mx is equal to VB into x, anti-clockwise positive. Next minus HB into y. Minus is because HB is trying to turn the arch clockwise, so it is negative. Substitute VB. What is the value of VB is WL by 8 into X as it is. HB is WL square upon 16H. And Y of X we know 4HX into L minus X upon L square. Here L square numerator denominator cancels each other. H numerator denominator cancels each other. Simplify this equation. 1 by 8 WL LX as it is. Here we have W into X into L. We will separate these two terms. W X into L. WLX upon 4 into 4 16. So we have WLX upon 4. Next we have next term W into X is WX square upon 4. Simplify these equations. We have these two terms WLX same here, but since here denominator we have 8, here we have 4, so we'll multiply it with 2 by 2. We'll get 1 by 8 WLX minus 2 WLX by 8. So 1 minus 2 is minus WLX denominator is 8 plus WX square by 4. Write it as equation 2. Now we are going, if we want maximum negative bending moment, we have to differentiate this equation with respect to X and substitute and equate it to 0. Now differentiate this with respect to X. Mx becomes dm upon dx minus WLX upon 8 becomes minus WL upon 8. X into 1, X becomes 1. WX square upon 4, X square terms become 2X. So 2 upon 4 is 1 by 2. W into X square becomes 2X, that is X. Okay. Here you got plus WX by 2. Equate this to 0. I have written it down. WLX by 2, WX by 2 minus WL by 8 moves to the RHS, WL by 8. Here we have W cancels each other. 2 ones are 2, 4 times 8. So X is equal to L by 4. X is equal to L by 4. At the length L by 4 we have maximum negative bending moment. Substitute this X is equal to L by 4 in equation 2. What we have? Mx is equal to minus WL upon 8 into X is L by 4. L by 4. Next we have, next term is plus W by 4 into X square. So X ಅಲ್ಲಿ L by 4. L by 4 square. Whole square ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. L square by 4 square is also same. So what we have? WL square upon 8 4 is 32 minus WL square upon 32 plus WL square upon 4 square is 16, 16 4 is 64. So in denominator here we have 64, here we have 32. So I'll multiply it with 2, numerator and denominator negative. So this is minus 2WL square upon 64 plus WL square upon 64. So the answer is minus WL square upon 64 mx. That is, we have maximum negative bending moment, that is in the section BC. So you got maximum positive bending moment WL square upon 64, also maximum negative bending moment WL square upon 64.